This is Yagboyaju TV, your trusted source for verified news, community updates, and global headlines.
What's important is that you one day die. No country can ever succeed if we continue to allow impurity. Laziness can cause a lot of things. People don't read. People don't investigate. I saw the lady saying that Wike has met his match. If we know that this is the way we're going to die, we'll probably go and stop it. But because we don't know, so death comes anytime. It can be through one sickness. It can be through one element. It can be anyhow. It can be through assassination. It can be through you running to armed robbers. Armed robbers. But what's important is that you one day die. I cry for this country because we are unfortunate. Either we tribalize everything that happens, either we bring religion to what we're doing, or the class you belong to. No country can ever succeed if we continue to allow impurity, lawlessness. No country, no matter how hard you work, you allow impunity, you allow lawlessness to continue to prevail, that country will never go anywhere. Even amongst government officials, not to talk about private individuals. I have read comments. Yes, I've wounded people politically, I have no regret about it. And I could not to wound them where necessary. Yes, people are not happy about it. So when things happen like this, you see all manner of things people will say. I was watching Channel 8 last night. I saw a lady and a man. You see, sometimes you just shake your head and God. Laziness can cause a lot of things. People don't read. People don't investigate. I saw the lady saying that Wike has met his match. And you don't want to find out what really happened. What was the problem? How can I see it as a minister? Government officials are being attacked. Government officials are being beaten up. Government officials to the level of directorship. Then I'm sitting in my office doing what? How will such officials carry out their functions again when they know that their principal or their boss cannot protect them? Not as private individuals, as government officials. So many people have had problems. Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, former a general, former head of state, former president, he will call me on phone. Minister, I look, there is problem of land here. Please, can you? I will solve the problem. That is former head of state, former elected president. We have the courtesy of calling the minister. Look, I have this problem. I have this problem. See how you can look into it. General Tiwadan Juma will call you. Look, there is this. These are people who, they're all retired generals. These are people who cause discipline. They didn't bother because they were former chief of staff. They were former president. They never sent soldiers. They never sent anybody to go and attack anybody. They just call you. And respect begets respect. I have to respect. And I'll tell them, sir, don't worry. I will sort out the problem. And I will do. won't even talk about other people who are highly placed. They will come to you. Mr. Minister, maybe we didn't know of this. If we knew, we would have done it like this. When a serving Major General attacked the development control, I wrote a letter. The present Chief of Defense Staff was Chief of Army Staff then. I wrote a letter, sir. Because that is a serving military officer. That if anything goes wrong, he's still under the authority, under the control of the military. When I came on board, before them, President Jonathan had awarded a contract to develop another city, which was close to the military, but awarded a contract, not me. A Federal Council presided over by the CNC. Awarded. The contractor went there, he was just away. I wrote a letter. We met. The late Chief of Army Staff, Alabangi, was there. The former Chief of Defense Staff was there. These same ministers of defense, they were all there. We all met. I said, look, it is not good, this government and government. I mean, it's not, let's see how we can resolve this matter. I never one day, I respect institutions. And I know what it takes. Even as a governor, nobody, no governor will say that they supported the military that more than me. So I know. But how do you see a private individual knowing fully well that you are against the law? It is not military versus government. No. If it was military, I would have written to them that, look, military, why are you doing this? This is a private individual. Land was not allocated to him. Land was allocated to a company called Santos in 2007 for parks and recreation. They applied to the former minister for change of use. The minister refused. The man went, started selling land. Maybe the former chief of Naval staff fell into their scam, sold. This government property. It's not your property. If government officials came to say, look, what are you doing here now? This is not, government has sat under the ministerial committee and taken back every land under parks and even under secretariat, because we felt that there are a lot of delays, suits, litigations. We said, no, we won't continue with that. You send this to start beating government officials. Not private, government officials, beating them. Senior government officials, you were beaten. You couldn't even say, okay, let me get to the minister. See how they can help us, No, nothing like that. Simply because you had a relationship with the military. And government cannot enforce laws because you are attached or you had a relationship with a particular institution, or you come from a particular place. Who does that? Who does such thing? How will this country progress? Okay, assuming the land is their own, assuming, don't not consider land their own. You will build without building approval. You will build without building approval. And these are people who travel overseas. Some of you who have got the opportunity to stay overseas, who don't have the opportunity, even when you have a degree that you are backyard, you can't even go and extend. You must seek approval from the cities. These are people who are complaining Abuja master plan has been distorted. Now a government has come to put a stop. So look, we have to comply with the rules. We have to comply with the rules. Nobody wants to do that. You Ghana people, they write all sort of junks in newspapers. Wike did this, Wike did that. Wike shouldn't have done that. Wonder why did he talk to him? You know, I represent president as a minister. So if, for example, if you abuse a minister arrives, you cannot have that decorum, that respect to say, sir, you know, I will get back to this, sir. Can I call my order? Let me see how this matter will be resolved. Nobody talks about that. Security men is a bloody police who are these bloody police people that will talk to you. You say you're a commissioned officer. To God be the glory. Oh, thank God. But it is the same government officials that you are beating. They are the ones who made you to be commissioned. It is the same government officials that you are beating. You are not beating private people. These are government officials carrying out legitimate assignment. Legitimate assignment. They are not private people. You are not dragging land with any private person. But assuming they are not considering that they are private people, is that why you should deploy the military? Assuming though they are. What is that? You see a whole director, deputy director, senior government officials. Say, look, it does not occur to you that, look, let me run back, see how I can resolve this matter. Okay, what about those people who are not connected? So how do we implement? How do we carry out enforcement? So it will suit anybody. The government officials will go to civilians or ordinary Nigerians to enforce rules. But when you are related to a particular institution or you have a relationship with a particular institution, government officials cannot implement rules. Is that the kind of country we want? Nobody wants anything. Everything is, I've told everybody who cares. Even when you are working with me, you will not be here forever. Perfect your document. You don't know who is coming tomorrow. The mere fact that nobody did that yesterday does not mean that somebody will not do it tomorrow. Does not mean. Even if I want to help you, I should be able to say, listen, I will not be here forever. Therefore, I have to perfect the document. So when I leave, you will not have yourself to be blamed. That's what reasonable people do. I read what one former Churulani staff wrote. He cannot tell me of decency and this. He cannot teach me. This was the same man who came to director the GOC to rig me election 2019. He couldn't rig me. He lost. He told the GOC that he should kill me. I couldn't be killed. He became agent in the APC primary for one of the presidential aspirants. He became agent. Look at the rank. Becoming a polling agent. He lost. He's the one connected that the minister did this and that. I mean, I've never seen people like this. I have no regret of my political opponents. I'll continue to make them have sleepless night. Whether you're in PDP, Whether you're an episode, whether you're an episode, not my business. I have no regret supporting President Tinubu. And I never hit my intention. And I'll continue to do it. So if you like, write anything you want to write. In as much as I know, I'm standing by the side of the law. If you like, bring every ethnicity, coloration in your business. According to, I mean, anybody should know. I mean, you see a young man, yes, a commissioner, so yes, me, I'm a minister, but representing Mr. President. That alone should have given you that decorum. No. But you choose to challenge the minister, the president. And then you think that I'm not a human being, I have no emotions. You're carrying out an illegal job. When people say order, do you need to carry out an illegal order? When you are, if you are an officer, you are doing something that's illegal. Even if it is a legal order given to you, but that function you are doing is illegal. Police was built here under high tension. Police, even as an institution, not private. They arrested our officers. I said, wow. I went there by myself. Look at high tension. Even if they are worse enemy, you must encourage that. And I said, no, you can't continue to do it. It's not good. And I came, and I said, look at the documents. He said, you didn't know. Then you obey it. An institution, not as private individual. Nobody will respect you. Nobody will do anything. Even when you take action, I'm aware I'm coming here as a minister, people were opposed to it. Yeah, but I'm here. And I never one day knew that I was a minister of the FCT. I was a minister before. But I never knew I was a minister of the FCT. I would do my job without looking at anybody's face. I will not go. You do this. You were here when ASU went to Senate. ASU said part of their conditions of calling off strike that they should tell the minister to leave the University of Abuja land. Now, have I not been seeing the Navy on national television that they should tell the minister to leave their land? That have I not been seeing the Navy? Carrying like, what have I done? See, this is the country you are in. And what was the problem? How can a university say they have 11,000 hectares of land? The whole of Lagos is how many thousand? When the Minister of Education called me, I said, my brother, you tell me, we are checking. The whole of Lagos is how many hectares? He found that Lagos is only about 300 something hectares. I said, 11,000. He said, yes, my brother. The former minister, the said, no, you can't do this. The former, not me. This is what I met, former minister. I said, no, you cannot do this. And I carried out what was there. Oh, Wike did this. Wike wanted to take our land. The land, we will take it to where? I will not allow intimidation. I will not allow blackmail. If you like, shout as you want to shout. The right must. Remember when I was a governor? Under Buhari, they have what they call police trust fund. They were deducting money from states. Every governor ran away. I went to court. I said, I won't agree. It's illegal. No. The law does not know Mr. A or Mr. B. The law is no respecter of everybody. So people should learn that. and not to begin to bring emotions writing this, because I have told people that any day I wake up, they didn't call my name. I know something's wrong somewhere. It tells me I've not done well. If you're a leader, if you occupy a position, nobody is talking about you, then something fundamentally wrong. Not to talk about this kind of position, where a lot of interest is there. We must talk about you every day. They must. They must. So if I wake up, there's no story against the Minister of FCT, then something fundamentally wrong. After all, even as the people who are working with you, as the mandate secretaries and coordinators, some of you, it's not everybody that does, what, some people still sabotage your efforts. It's like that in government. You take decisions that some people are not happy. I know what they say at the back. I know. But it's because I'm used to it. I don't bother myself at all. I don't. I know what people do against me at the back. Even those who are working with you, I know. But why would I bother myself? Because that is the way it is. Even those who work with president, when you hear some people make some comments at the back, you laugh. But what is everything? Because you cannot satisfy everybody. You cannot satisfy everybody. You take decisions that some people don't like. But that's the way it is. So, I wasn't brought here to be yes, no, I will not do that. I'm here to step on your toes, to step on people's toes, to do the right thing. Every day, this is what one is like. Every day, this one. Every day, this one. Even the green area, they want to take everything, convert it to beauty. I mean, so if we do that, what's the beauty of Abuja again? Everywhere green, convert it. Give me that. Give me this. The Minister of Education is just left to me that. It turns out, I think, no. Now, you want me to do this? We have to do that. Everybody will write, we want to build this. It's not correct, they're not building anything. The moment you leave office, they apply for conversion. They apply for conversion. They apply for conversion. Oh, give you 200 hectares of land. We go. We pay compensation to the villagers. Build is something you won't build. Later, you convert and begin to plot their land and sell. We are driving the villagers out. What kind of system is that? What kind of system is that? I want to do agri. Where is agri? Where is the farm? Then later you apply to the minister that has come. Convert it from agri to private residential. Then you go and sell to people in that estate. Then you make money. The villagers will pursue them. Government has lost their land. You say, oh, you want to make a garden here, you want to do this. Government's okay, it's no problem. We'll give you. Do the garden. After about 2 years, you apply. Conversion for your change of use. You see what people call it? That's like change of use. It's no longer park. First of all, you apply. I want this as park, recreation center. No, nothing recreation, nothing. Doing nothing. They become land speculators and sell it. So if you do that, it's just terrible. It's just terrible. So thank you.
Thank you for watching Yagbo Yaju News Update. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to stay connected. Until next time, I am your host,